So actually, it's being regulated because of our petition.
Right.
Yes.
And in that whole conversation, quite a number of sector players came in: the Communication Authority of Kenya, KFCB, bloggers, a number of bloggers, and so many others.
Yes.
You did learn a thing or two about this whole conversation that people are actually saying that maybe you had not even included in your prayers. Could you tell us about that before we now get into this whole meat of the conversation?
Yeah, quite a number of organizations came through.
Okay.
And they were interviewed by the Public Petitions Committee, including Communication Authority of Kenya, quite a number of organizations. So basically, we were invited by the TikTok team from South Africa. They came to Kenya, we met them, we gave our views, they agreed with us. As per last 2023, when you could go on live at night, on TikTok, it used to be like almost like a red light street, whereby you'll find very young girls selling their bodies. You remember the words nowadays, you can't hear them, about nyonga na mia, nyonga na mia mbili.
So you're attributing that whole national conversation up to now, a lot has changed. Do you agree?
Actually, you can't see that on TikTok nowadays.
Okay.
It's really well regulated. You can't post anything on TikTok that is offensive, and it can't even be there within 30 minutes.
Okay.
So it's really well regulated.
Right. So those are your words, well regulated.
Yes.
Let's hear what the Cabinet Secretary, the new Cabinet Secretary of ICT, as well as the Prime Cabinet Secretary, have to say about this whole conversation about social media regulation in the country.
I don't want to say this because, allow me. You imagine you have a daughter and a son. And because you live in Nairobi, there are only 2 bedrooms. Yours and the mother, and the rest for children. Do you imagine what your son...
When we were being salamiwad, if I may use that terminology, tulikuwa tunasalamiwa. Sasa unapata mtu mzima, wengine hata ni profesa, anajua sheria, lakini anachukua namba ya mdavadi, anabwaga kule nje, anasema msalamie. And he's a professor. Deliberately infringing the privacy laws. And basically calling for anarchy. Why is Australia looking at reviewing the laws and making sure that they protect their children? So that they are not subjected to this harassment.
Right. So that is Cabinet Secretary of ICT, new Cabinet Secretary William Kabogo, as well as the Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. Just talk about this social media regulation. Again, in your words, well regulated. But then just picking up from what they're talking about, it seems as if there's more that needs to be done. You actually spoke to Kabogo just I think hours before he went to his vetting. Could you enlighten us on the kind of conversations that you probably told him?
Okay, what we're discussing here, it's not only about TikTok.
Yeah.
There is another app that is really dirty. That you can get into that app and you find very dirty pornographic content. That is Telegram.
Okay.
So when we're talking about regulating,
it cuts across.
It cuts across. It's not only TikTok. TikTok actually is well regulated now. You can't find such kind of content that you're finding on Telegram on TikTok. So what Honorable Kabogo is talking about, that you're having a young boy who is around 9 years and a sister who is around 7 years.
Okay.
When they get into such kind of content on Telegram, imagine what they'll be seeing there. So Actually, I don't just understand why the government has still allowed Telegram to be running.
What kind of, how different are the algorithms for TikTok and also Telegram that you mentioned?